Good day all, and absolutely welcome back to a wet South Africa. It's been raining since last night again, and welcome to South African Preppers. So, my last video, Stop Prepping Right Now, seems to have received some love from the YouTube gods. Um, so, thank you very much for everybody watching that specific video. Look, this is a basic channel. We very often do editing. We don't have fancy people doing our editing for us. We just make videos that makes logically sense and things that we practice every single day as preppers of this world. So it seems like this will be Stop Prepping Part 2, and I would like to kick off this video with thanking our new subscribers. We're gonna jump into it. It seems like Russia and the whole Ukraine thing is gonna take off very soon. If you go look at the Ukraine, they're part of NATO as well. So will NATO get involved? Yes, they will definitely. Is this maybe the start of World War III? Anybody's guess. We actually don't know. But let's hope that Russia and Europe or Ukraine can sort out some kind of a deal, because if Europe goes down the tubes with a war of some sorts, it will immensely and greatly impact firstly Europe, and then the Western world, and then the free world. So you have to keep your eyes on a possible World War III that is coming. So adding on to my video that I referred to, Stop Prepping Right Now, I would like to quickly run through a couple of things with you, and these are basic common things when it comes to prepping. In the previous video I spoke about you cannot just store up enough food to last you an X amount of time so you can feed yourself for X amount of time. You have to think beyond that, because the way the world is currently going is that the crises, or the shtf as we call them, most of these crises will actually become a permanent thing. So I'm going to quickly run you through. Once you have prepared, let's say 3 to 12 months of food that you've stored away, what are the next steps that you need to be doing? Well, part of prepping is self-defense. Okay, whether it is hand-to-hand, whether it is pew-pew defense, self-defense. Remember, always keep this legal. Don't get into jail because you're doing stupid things. Once you've gone past that, you actually need to have a bug out location. You have to, with the bug out location, you need to have bug out routes, different routes that you can safely bug out to. With the bugging out, you need to find means and ways to actually take your 5 years of prepping with you, which is impossible, by the way, unless you've got a truck. But if you're normal preppers like we are, then you are able to carry 3 to 12 months of prepping food with you to your bug out location. Once you get to your bug out location, well, let's hang on a second there. Why are we bugging out? Okay, why are we always pressing the thing of bugging out? Number one, within a city or suburban area, you'll have a lot of desperate people that's going to run around for food. Second thing is, all of your basic services, power, electricity, is actually going to stop. Okay, this is going to entail that your neighbors in front of you, back on your left hand side, right hand side, wherever your neighbors are, they're not going to be having water. Their toilets are not going to work. Their power is not going to work. The last couple of trees in the park will be cut down for firewood. That's how desperate cities will become. Okay, and that is why we strategically then bug out. Bugging out is not nothing about running away. It's about self-defense. That is what bugging out means. Okay, so don't let anybody tell you that bugging out is running away. It is not. Okay, it is relocating yourself to a safe area, grouping with your fellow preppers, and then arranging a situation by which you can safely look after your family, away from all of the nonsense inside the city. So you'll remove yourself, you'll bug out to an area where the population is far less and where the chances of the hungry masses or the zombies coming to grab your food, it will eliminate that possibility. And once you've bugged out, it will give you the opportunity to start planting and producing. Okay, and this is what this channel is all about. It's about self-sufficiency after SHTF, and that's the biggest issue with the prepping communities we have, is that a lot of people are very well prepared. Very well prepared. You've got the gear, you've got the food, you've got the water tablets, you've got the knives, you've got the pews, you've got the vest, you've got everything. But what if after 6 months or 12 months the situation becomes permanent? You have to be able to sustain yourself. Planting is one way. Having skills, being able to fix something or build something or create something out of nothing, because you have to understand, once the system and the country has collapsed, your normal supply routes and chains will be broken down. You won't be able to go to the hardware store and buy things to be able to build things anymore. So it's going to go back to the old primitive ways of making a plan with what you can find or what you have on you or with you at your bug-out location. And that is why we refer to it as stop prepping right now. You have to actually start obtaining skills that you can use. Give you an example. I met a guy, came to us, he wanted to be part of our prepping group, and he said, well, one of his skills is that he can make oil, food oil. Okay, those the oil that you cook with. Yeah, I said to him, buddy, that's fantastic. Okay, so the plan that we need to make now is we need to take that machine, which is not a very big machine. Apparently, it's a 70 or 80 kg machine. We need to get that machine to our bug-out location. So when we are bugging out, we will be able to gather resources, press them or distill them, or however he makes the oil. We need to get that process up and get it going that side in the bug out location, so when we do bug out, that we actually have oil to cook with. That's just one example of stop preparing right now and start preparing to deal with a situation where the collapse is permanent. Thank you very much. This is South African Prepper. Please like, share, pew pew, and subscribe.